Hey everybody, thanks for tuning back into Crypto Mainly. My name's Lee. Just going to jump straight into the content today, guys. Just a very quick update. Obviously, we spoke about this in the video yesterday about the possibilities if we see any breakdown below 31,200 of what to look out for. So I just want to show the clip from yesterday's video. Everything's looking really good at the moment, guys. So I don't want to sort of steal anyone's thunder, but just be aware. If you do see closes below that 31,200, that we may see, that the prices come back down. If we do, we'll likely see something like this, where we get the lower highs, we come down, we may get some bounces, from this key level here. Okay, we may get some bounces and then a bearish retest, and then we'll get the the actual move down to where the CME gap is. So just watch out for that, guys. Just be aware. Okay, guys. So yeah, we got the close below this key level here, 31,200, which I marked off for you. And once we're on a 2-hour chart here. If we go back down to a smaller time frame, once we've got Bitcoin was a little bit cruel here. You got the hourly close just above support there. And then the next hour just suddenly accelerated down through support, which was a little bit cruel. Looking like Bitcoin is probably just going to come straight down to fill the CME gap, which is this purple line. This purple box at the bottom here. But we'll come to that in a minute. I'll show you the CME chart in just a sec. But yeah, I mean, it's not looking. I was hoping we may get a bit of support. You'll remember from the video yesterday that I was hoping that we may get a bit of support, perhaps at this level here. And maybe get a bounce back up to support. That's obviously not happened. We have got obviously this area here, this dotted line here. I mean, it is still possible. Looking at this hourly close at the moment, there's 10 minutes left until the close. But I mean, if we do close above 30,200, there is still a possibility that perhaps we will get. So it's still possible that we may get a move up, and then obviously, then hopefully maybe possibly a bearish retest, where we can perhaps get an entry before the price continues down to the downside. Just one thing, guys. What with the price coming down now, the CME gap is one thing, but there's got to be some sort of levels of there is a level of interest here. So perhaps we will find support here. Although if we extend this trend line out, it may be that we actually come down to the very lows of the range, which is obviously going to be another way that the price, well, the market makers, should we say, scare the life out of people out of their positions. Just remember, guys, the only way that the big whales and things can buy the Bitcoin is if people are selling them. So obviously every sort of buyer has to have a seller, and vice versa. So we've spoken about Wyckoff, and this is just perfect for Wyckoff. Let's just have a quick look at the CME chart here. So this is what we were talking about yesterday. We mentioned that the highs here, Bitcoin again, I mean, did break out just once, just in the center there, just above the highs. But for those of you that sort of pattern traders, much like myself, you can see that I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, of course, but you can see now that that you were getting this sort of diamond top pattern here. I'll just draw out for you. So you've got like spike highs in the center and spike lows, and then a range either side. So that is the diamond top pattern, which was giving us some warnings that we may see moves to the downside. And as you can see, it broke down, came up, retested the diamond, and then continued down to the downside there. So let's have a look at the Wyckoff. I mean, this is classic Wyckoff. You remember, guys, I've said in the videos previously that this spike low here, maybe we may get something like this. This here wouldn't surprise me if we see, if you look at the formation here, although it's a different scale, this is a lot bigger. But you see, you've got a peak, a second peak, and then you've got like a third sort of bullish push, where you've got a peak, a second peak, and a bullish push here. Wouldn't surprise me at all for us to see the prices come down and retest this spike low here. Okay, so just watch out for that, guys. It is a possibility. So yeah, I mean, just watch out for that, guys. I believe that the spike low there is at. Let's just have a quick look. I marked that on there. I've marked it on other charts. So I'll just mark it on this one. Okay, so this is where you've got to be a little bit careful, guys. It does depend on which chart you look at. I mean, this low here. Let me just change the color of that so it's clearer for you to see. But so this is on the dollar index, which is like an accumulative chart based on the price action across the exchanges, supposedly. But you can see here that this, the spike low is at 25,365 on this chart, which would be the very wick low there. But if we look at the chart that we've been watching for a while now, the actual the low there is actually 26,600 on this low. So we've got to be a little bit careful. We've got to consider the different exchanges and things. But in summary, I wouldn't at all be surprised to see this type of action playing out on a smaller scale here. So now we've had this center spike. Again, very frustratingly, we broke above, the long-standing resistance here, was bouncing along as if we found support, and we broke straight back down again. As if there's weakness in the market. That would suggest to me again that the market makers are at play. Perhaps we've got something like this still yet to come, where we see. So perhaps we're going to have this type of scenario here, where this high is this one here, and we come back down, maybe even come to the lows, as we have done before there, bounce along, bounce up, and then come over, test the lows again, and then be off to the races afterwards, something similar to this. So maybe that's what we're in for, guys. I mean, it is possible, but what with the prices coming down, I think my message of what I'm trying to say is that the overall, as long as we're not seeing candle body closes below this wick low, then even if we look at this wick, this Wyckoff here, you can see that the candle bodies were closing, well below any of the previous candle bodies here. So I mean, we could still see, as candle body closes down below these wicks as we did here. I'm not sure actually. Let me just check. I don't think that wick was. Let's just have a quick look at that one. Yeah, so the candle bodies actually didn't close below there in that instance. So, but this wick low here, which will be this wick low here, the candles didn't close below that wick. So that's what we need to be watching out for, really, guys. If we do start to see, yeah, I mean, if we do start to see candle body closes below this low, then I think then it's a higher possibility that we see that the 21 to 23 thousand dollar Bitcoin earlier rather than later in the year. Similarly to this part here, if we look at this area here on the chart here, if we do start to get into this range here, it would simply be in this range here on this chart. So we could still be in this wedge pattern and still be in the lows of this range. So just something to consider there, really, guys. And obviously, I just wanted to show you something, guys. We've spoken about the Dixie and also USDT a couple of times over the last few days, and I just wanted to show you that this move, for those of you that just want to a bit of clarity on the inverse relationship. We've got this move here, which on this chart was the downward move, which would be this move here. Okay, so that would be the inverse. So this move here, the positive move in Bitcoin, would have been when the USDT dominance was coming down, and now that we've got this positive, this sort of collapse in price here now, when we come back down to the bottom here, that's being fueled by the fact that the USDT dominance is looking strong again. So it just shows that the people are selling their positions into the USD into USDT, and also if we look at the Dixie, which is the dollar, and we zoom in, we'll see that we're actually getting a bullish move from Dixie back up to, hopefully this will be a bearish retest, and we'll see. We'll come up to these prices, maybe even up to the top, the top resistance there, and then we want to see it rolling over. What we don't want to see is it continuing higher. If we do start to see Dixie start to continue higher, again, that's going to affect traditional markets as well as cryptocurrency, as we've spoken about on previous videos. So apologies for the repetition, guys. I'm just trying to make it clear. Just like to show you a couple of things of the effect of of these charts, on USDT and Dixie on the actual price, as far as Bitcoin's concerned. And I hope you find that interesting. So thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow. Take care, guys. Always remember, take profits and buy something real. Take care.